Mike. Let's draw with Mr. Mike. D-R-A-W with M-R-M-I-K-E.
Hi, friends. How are you today? I have a wonderful episode for you today. We are going to learn how to draw a castle. Now, believe it or not, we're going to make that amazing castle with just these lines and shapes. So we're going to build a castle with just basic shapes and lines. Now, if you've been to one of my, if I've actually done a school visit at your school, you've probably seen this drawing before. But we have so much fun creating this, and then we add our own things at the end. So join in. If you've already done this drawing, let's add something different to it this time. You already know this drawing, that's fine. We're going to use our imagination, and we will add something new to it, okay? So let's start off with what we are going to draw with. All you need is a piece of paper. I just have some basic 8.5 by 11 copy paper. You can grab this probably from around your house. I also have some stuff to draw with. Now I'm going to use a marker. This marker is just purple, and it's just easy for you to follow along with what I'm drawing. But you can use anything you want. You could use a marker if you want, or you could use some crayons. I have some different crayons here. You could use a crayon, or you could use a paint stick. Don't want to eat the paint stick. I have it served up. I'm not doing it. Just use a paint stick. Okay. You could use a pencil, or you could use a colored pencil, or you can use anything you want to draw. As I said, I'm going to use a marker. So let's get started. Now, what types of shapes and lines are on this paper that we're going to use today? We've got a square, we've got a triangle, we've got a line right over here, we've got a rectangle, we've got an upside down U. See, the U is this way, but we have an upside down U over here, and then we have this zigzaggy line. It looks like an N here, right? So we're gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna make a sound effect when we use this one here. Okay. So let's get our paper and get ready to draw. We're going to put a square right in the middle of the paper here. All right, so right here, we'll put a square right about here. Say, hello, square, I'm going to put you in the middle of the paper. Yes, just like that. This square is lonely, so let's give this square some friends. We're going to put 3 rectangles on all surrounding the square, okay? So get out your rectangle voices, and I want to hear you say, hello, rectangle, I'm going to go up, and I'm going to go over, and I'm going to go down, and then I'm going to go back over. There's our rectangle. Now, this rectangle looks great over here, but don't you think it would look even better with another rectangle on this side? So let's start here at the bottom and go all the way up at the top with the rectangle, and then over, and then go down with the rectangle, and then over here, and close that rectangle off. Excellent. This is already looking pretty good. We either have a fortress or we have a castle. Oh, castle is a fortress. That's amazing. Okay, so let's put another rectangle on top of that square. See this square here? We're going to put another rectangle in between these two, but right here on top. Here we go. Up and over and down with the rectangle. There we go. Now, I think these rectangles look great, but I think it would look even better if we put hats on the rectangles. They could be the towers. Wouldn't that be fun? So let's put hats, and we'll make triangles be the hats. They'll be the towers at the top of the towers. Okay, so let's go over and then up and then down, and we've got one. Let's do another right here. We'll go over and then up and then down. Now, I don't know if you like to make funny voice noises when you draw, but I certainly do, because it makes it really fun. So let's come up with a new one here. Let's see, I'm going to use this one. I'll talk like this, and I'll make the line go over here, and I'll go all the way up, and then come down. And that is a triangle. 3 triangles, 1, 2, 3, and we have the tops of our towers. Now, at the tops of our towers, we can add flagpoles. Do you remember the straight line? That line right here? Right here, we're going to add 3 of those at the top of the towers. Let's start here and we'll go 1, 2, 3. Yes, we've got 3 flagpole lines. Excellent. Now, of course, at the top of a flagpole, you need to have a flag. So let's take our triangles. Remember our triangles? We're going to make a different looking triangle. We're going to have it go from here over to the side and then down and then back up, and that's 1. Now we'll take another triangle, we'll put it right here, we'll go over and we'll go down and we'll go up, and that's 2. And then we're going to take another triangle right here, and we're going to go over and we're going to go down and we're going to go up. And now we've got 3 triangles. That's awesome. This really looks like a castle. This looks like a castle I might want to live in. But in order to live there, we need to be able to get inside the castle. And if you want to get inside the castle, I think we need a door. So remember that upside down U shape right here? It was a U like this, but now it's upside down. So we're going to make an upside down U shape, but we're not going to make just one. We are going to make a whole bunch. Well, actually, we're going to make 4. It's not a whole bunch, it's just a few. All right, so we're going to put 1 here. This is the door. And we're going to, once we get into the castle, we need a way to look out of the castle. So once we climb up the steps, we go in here, we go, we need some windows. So we're going to take that same upside down U and we're going to make 3 windows. 1, 2, 3. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Mr. Mike, that doesn't look like a window. That's just not a window. That's an upside down U. Of course it is. You know why? Because we need to add in our friend, the line again, at the bottom of the U. Okay, the bottom of the upside down U needs a line right here. Now that's a window. And that's another window, and another window. Now we have 3 windows on our castle. So we've got our castle, we've got our door. Now I'm going to add just 2 more lines here to make it look like a wood door. And here's the fun part. Remember I said that we were going to add those cool zigzag line like that? It goes zigzag, zig, zigzag, zig, zigzag, zig. Okay, so you make that sound effect, and we're going to make a tree line on either side, and they're going to look like pine trees. Really, they're going to look like just big triangles coming up out of the ground. That's kind of what a pine tree looks like. So, are you ready? On this side of the castle, we're going to start here, and we're going to go up, and we're going to go zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. And then over here, we're going to go zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. And we've got a tree line on either side of our castle. You can finish it off just by adding a line here and a line here, and we have ground for the trees to grow out of. And that's our castle. Isn't that cool? Now, before we started this, how many of you knew how to draw a castle? Okay, well, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But now you have the know-how on how to take these shapes and lines to create something bigger. Okay? See, it's all about how you take these different pieces and put them together to create your artwork. Okay? Now, let's use our imagination and let's make this a bigger scene. Let's add a little bit more to it. Okay? Maybe, do you know how to do a wavy line? So we can take that wavy line like this, and we're going to add it right at the doorway. Okay? So let's draw our wavy line here. And then we're going to put another wavy line here. And that is a pathway that leads to the castle. And then you can take those lines, the line here, and we can add that as little lines of grass all around the path. See, just short lines, and it makes it look like there's grass all around it. Now you can add more to this for your piece of artwork. You can add in animals or an ice cream cone or a pizza if you want. I like pizza, so you know that's something you can add. Pizza's my go-to. It could be, maybe you could add some clouds. Let's use an arc. Now, if you've watched the rocket episode where we drew the rocket, we learned what an arc was. An arc is just a curved line. It just goes like this, just a curve. So we can use that arc and we can join the arc all the way around and make clouds. So if you look up here in the sky, we can make an arc like this. And then we can join another arc, and then another arc, and then another arc, and then before you know it, we've got a cloud. Now let's do that again over here. Got an arc, an arc, an arc, and then we just finish it off. So now we have little fluffy clouds in the sky and our big castle and our pathway to the castle. And maybe we color these in. Let's color in the windows. All right, and if you want, if it's a nice day at your castle, you could put a sun up in the sky. Let's do a circle. Everybody knows a circle. We'll draw a circle, and we can put lines coming out for the sun rays. And I'm going to make mine a happy sun. I'm just going to put a little face here with an arc for the smiley face and 2 dots for the eyes. Okay, now, would you like to color this castle with me? I'm going to use crayons. I think that would be fun to use crayons. Now, I'm going to pick this blue. I've got this blue, and I'm going to make it a blue sky day. Now, maybe your sky is gray, or maybe it's sunset, maybe it's orange and red. I'm going to make mine, since the sun is so high in the sky for my drawing, I'm going to make a blue sky. And you can color any way you feel comfortable. There are no rules with coloring when you draw with Mr. Mike. You just put your color on the page and you make it do what you want. We're just going to fill in some color and we're going to make our sky look however we want. Use your imagination and just have fun. So let's take this color and we'll bring it around this cloud, and we're just going to fill in this area here. Just around these trees here. Okay, so we've got a blue sky. Now let's fill in, maybe we'll make, what color is our castle? Now I could make a gray castle, because a lot of castles are gray, or I can make it a brown castle, because a lot of castles are brown. But castles could be all sorts of colors. So maybe I'm going to make my castle, maybe I'll make my castle pink. Pink. I'm going to make a pink castle right here. Okay, so I'm going to make a pink castle. And let's see. It could be any color you want your castle to be. I'm going to make this castle pink. Actually, I'm going to make some pink towers. And I'll make the square, the first shape that we made, I'm going to make that, I'll make it this dark. No, maybe I'll make it this reddish magenta, which looks just like the other color. Wait a minute, that's not going to work. I'll make it purple. I'm going to color over the magenta. No, it's blue. It surprised me. It looked like purple and it turned blue, just like that. What is this color? This color is Pacific blue. Huh. Look at that. It's blue. So it kind of looks like it's blending into the background now. It's like invisible castle in the middle and pink towers on the sides. Let's see. We're going to go with that purple that I was looking for before, and we're going to make the tops of the towers purple. Yes. Now we've got purple tops, we've got pink towers, we've got a blue middle, and then we're going to make the trees. Of course, we're going to make the pine trees green, because, you know, they're green, and we've got to make them stand out. There we go, and maybe we'll pick a different green for the grass that's here. And we can color in this area. Here we go. Now, as I'm looking at this, my imagination is going wild. I'm starting to see that this castle may not be a normal castle at all. but I have to finish my pathway first before I let you in on my secret, because this is a secret. You're about to see my secret story that I've just been coming up with in my head. Hold on a second. We got to finish the pathway first. We'll finish this path. Okay. Now, finish the pathway. We'll make the door this dark brown. Oh, broke my crayon. Still works. Okay. Here we go. We've got this castle here, and as I was staring at the castle, I was thinking, wouldn't it be funny if the castle had a face? Because I was looking at this and I was wondering, what would it look like here if we had eyes and eyebrows and a nose? And now my castle, and this looks like the mouth. And it's a nice castle, though. It's not going to eat up all the visitors that come. It's a nice castle. You're going to walk down the path, and the castle is going. You're going to talk to the castle, and the castle will open the drawbridge and let you in. Open the door. I don't think there's actually a bridge because there's no moat here. But it'll open the door. The door will come down, or it'll slide open, and it will allow you to come in the castle. But the castle has to grant you permission to come in, so you have to be very nice to this castle. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's add in, we'll make a nice yellow sun and maybe some red flags. And I think our drawing is done. There we go. So, this is what my artwork looks like. What does yours look like? Now, if you want to share your artwork with us, please go onto my website, drawwithmrmike.com, and there is a form, a little email form. You can email me your drawings. Have your parents, scan your drawing or take a photo of it, and then send it to us, and then we can share it either on social media channels, Draw with Mr. Mike for Instagram, or we'll put it up here behind us. One of your drawings could show up here behind us during one of the episodes. So please share your drawings, and thank you for joining us. I had a lot of fun today. I hope you did too. Remember to use your imagination when you're drawing. Anything goes, okay? All right, have some fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Draw with Mr. Mike. Let's draw with Mr. Mike. DRAW with MRMIKE.